Welcome everyone, I'm Ray and today we are going to continue Rosemary's Floriograph. I still can't say that word, no matter how hard I try. Anyway, we left off. Yeah, where did we left off, to be honest? I don't quite remember. I think the last thing we watched was this fragment that was only more confusing than ever. I think Raven vanished. Raven just left us. Of course she did. It's Raven. But still, I could have wished that she was staying with us, right? Hope all of you are comfy and let's get started. What are we rebooting here? Oh, that's cool. I want this Bronya. Phew. First note, rebooted. Bronya, Miss Fuha, let's go straight to the next. Miss Bronya, Dr. Tesla is talking to you. I'm sorry, Dr. Tesla. What did you just say? Is everything okay? I was just wondering why the cut on this note looks familiar. Familiar? No! Don't tell me the phantom really is Zele or something like that. I hope not. I hope that's not where this is going. Familiar? Yes, I'm very interested in mechanical engineering, especially the development of weapon systems. This cut doesn't look like it was caused by Honkai beasts. Rather, it looks like... damage caused by firearms? I think so too. State-of-the-art models, to be precise. Oh, they are connecting those two there. And both of them have red eyes. Okay, I love those two. They are my girls. This is weird. We gotta be more careful from now on. If my conjecture is unfortunately correct, then we are in big trouble. True. Okay, but that's the pivot node of the security system. It's badly damaged, but not beyond repair. Okay, what? This one? This thing? That's it. The second pivot node. Let me check. Wow, they sure know how to damage it, but it doesn't matter. I still can fix it. Who, if not Tesla? Okay, Einstein, but still. Bronya, prepare replacement parts. Okay, Dr. Tesla. Howl? These damned Honkai beasts again. I'm glad they didn't shock me with way too loud sound effects here. The timing is just perfect. Dr. Tesla, please focus on the repair. I'll handle them. To speed it up, I'll have to pull up something special. Eins, it's your time to shine now. The robot! The little one, right? The blue! Eins surface cannot withhold Honkai beast attacks. Keep Honkai beasts away from the repair area. Okay. Then we'll just do this. No! You, stop it. Go away! Go away from Eins. We love... oh, God. Okay, repair process is in the works. So are we thinking that Grey Serpent or whoever the masked person is did this? Probably, right? It makes the most sense. Oh, Bronya! Oh, I gotta say, I really... oh, I can't swap yet. I really do love Chinese Bronia's voice. It's freaking cool. And I love that she even says things in English. I don't know, it sounds just very nice. Okay, oh, there is one more. Two more? Oh, use the security system to wipe out the Honkai beast. Okay, here. Come here, guys. Oh. Come on, Bronya, let's move back a little. Will you follow me? Thank you. That's nice. I don't have to do anything. That's the fighting I like. Oh. Seems like they won't stay in this though. Huh. Tesla? We have one more node to go to, right? Second node rebooted. Well done, Dr. Tesla. But the cut on this node also looks... I can only think of one organization with this kind of superior weaponry in Sun Fountain. Wait, what? But what on earth happened here? We'd better go fix the last node ASAP, Dr. Tesla. Wait, does she think Schicksal? Wait, the church thing was from Schicksal, right? Is Schicksal manipulating everything here? Is Schicksal the openly bad guys here? Oh, please. I agree. Let's go. Okay. Where are we going? Right, to the last one. Oh my god, I have small brain already. Small brain, but I haven't even started. That's what we want, right? Okay, the next one should be accident. I don't like the sound of that one. It seems we're lucky this time. No annoying Honkai beast anymore. Wait. What's wrong, Miss Fuha? My intuition tells me something isn't right. You're saying it's a trap? After the security system failed, we have encountered swarms of Honkai beasts. But this area is unbelievably clear, which I don't consider to be normal. But we have to fix the last node to reboot the security system. Even if this area is dangerous, we still have to go across it. And guys, just ignore that I'm swapping my voice for Tesla every 5 seconds. I have no idea. I have no idea how to read her anymore. I'll go have a look first. You stay here, Dr. Tesla. I agree with Miss Fuha. You're the key to restoring the security system. I mean, it took me almost all of the AE visual novel to kind of get some okayish voices. I'm not good with improvising. Anyway, if anything happens to you, even if Miss Fuha and I could make it to the last note, it'd be all pointless. If you both think I should stay here... Miss Fuha, I'll go with you. Are you able to protect yourself? Yes, don't underestimate me. Yeah, true, don't underestimate the Bronya. Keep going and the next maintenance point is just around the corner. Okay, the readings are abnormal. You were right, something is wrong here. Better watch out. What are you? Hostiles detected. Yeah, I have hostiles detected. You. This is the prototype sentinel system equipped by the missing Valkyrie. What? Paralyze it with lightning attacks. Okay. Maybe it can give us some clues as to why the squad went missing. Okay, but what do we have that is lightning? Is it Hua? I don't know, maybe. Well, it seems to work, so that's all that really matters. Whoa! It works so far. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't nice. Can you stop that? Actually, I wanted to swap. Why did it not? Huh. Oh my. Okay, I didn't see that attack coming. I'm actually very surprised. There are a whole lot of monsters I've never seen before in this event only. Okay. Did I not interact? That's a flash bomb. We're What? Who? What? Wait. Do the Valkyries trap us? Why? And why is this right now supposed to be Valkyrie? Or are they not? Maybe they are not, but that's me. How about you don't attack? Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I'm sure we are all seeing something that we don't want to see. Oh, no, 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 no. We're barely 9 minutes in. Why? Really? They really love to do this. Breathing turns out to be quite an effort. People tend to ignore common things. But when there is a gash in the throat, breathing, which is the most common action, becomes a luxury. She pressed her fingers against the gash, trying to stop the bleeding, which proved futile. Her hand feebly dropped down. The agony of suffocation even exceeded the pain of the wound. She struggled to turn her head to look at the body on the ground near her in the heavy rain. And Sora is dead? No. No, he was the reason why she ended up like this. Violence had been with her since childhood. Accomplishing missions used to be the only theme of her life. Wait, is here another Grey Serpent dead? Are there really the many Grey Serpents around and everyone just dies as well? What? At least that child can go on a different life path. This thought used to be her strength of will, but now... Light footsteps softly approached. Someone was writing something beside her, with the blood that was gushing from her wound. Who? Why? She asked soundlessly. She could no longer make any noise. Why? The writer did not stop, but responded with a peculiar smile. And they are always smiling! Her pale lips slowly closed. Warm teardrops fell down her cold cheeks. Raven cries. Raven's cries. What? Raven cries came from afar. Thank you. We definitely needed to see Raven die. Well, if that's not a good start into the episode, then I don't know. Oh no. This got me emotional now. Of course, I mean, it was obvious that Raven had death flags all over. But I still don't want it. And the body next to her, was it Sora? It was a little bit unclear for me, but maybe that's another facepalm moment. Can we get some clues, maybe? Dr. Tesla. Expert Snoop. Huh, what an ingenious nickname. What happened, Tesla? You said Bronya. What happened to her? Right, wait, what happened to her? Calm down, she's fine, at least for now. For now? Dr. Tesla, please be straightforward in this kind of emergency. Then let Bronya speak to you herself. Eins, connect Bronya. Doctor? Miss Adler? In a word, Miss Fuha and I encountered unknown enemies and fell into their ambush. Miss Fuha is resisting the enemies. Though they cannot severely hurt us for now, we are indeed outnumbered. Ambush? Has the intelligence of Honkai beasts evolved to this level? I'm afraid it's not Honkai beasts. While Miss Bronya was talking, there were faint sounds of gunshots and explosions. Honkai beasts do not use firearms. Yeah. Then what is happening? Is it the missing Valkyrie squad? Yes, it's that Valkyrie squad that lost contact in the mission of hunting the Phantom. Though we don't know why, their hostility towards you two alone justifies our counterattack. True, so let's go! But if it's possible, please don't take their lives. Aww. Another point on my list why I love Tesla. Dr. Tesla, they are well equipped. We are in no place to pull our punches. Don't worry, leave that to me. I happen to know a few tricks that can manipulate people's minds. I can paralyze them without hurting them. Isn't she giving us hints right now? I know a few tricks that can manipulate people's minds. And we had a weird dream. And Joyce also had weird dreams, even though I don't know if that's connected. But did she show us that about Zele so that we as the detective have more of a clue, maybe? I don't trust her. Like, she's the type that will kind of push us to the right direction, but will do so in the most, I don't know, weird way possible. That's how I see her right now. She still could be evil. I don't know. Then guess I'll have to trouble you to join the fight, Miss Adler. I have a plan. Time is against us. Tell me about it on the way. Okay, let's go then. What's the plan? We will not hear it? Of course we won't. I'm in position, Miss Zajcik. Copy, I'll leave the timing to you, Miss Adler. Signal me and I'll suppress the enemies with flash bombs. This way the enemies will eat their own medicine. Ooh. Okay, copy. Firing with flash bombs now. Okay, and now we can just fight with everyone. I mean, that's nice that we are working together, right? I would still prefer to fight as Fufa here, actually. I really like her. Why are the Valkyries hostile against us? That's my question, though. Because did they do something? Or wait, did the Phantom maybe do something to their minds? I mean, that's maybe wrong. Maybe they are just hostile towards Lab 42. But why? Why is the big question here? I was sleeping, I thought we were done already. Okay, the threat's neutralized, but the heat signature of a human can still be detected. Look over here, many dead Valkyries. What? Approach the person that seems like Soda? Wait, I'm scared. Wait, what? Wait, why is she here? Wait, did Raven really rescue her? Or is Soda not the person I was... But the person that seems like... Oh god. Doctor, look. These are dead Valkyries? I think I once saw the weapon that killed them. It's Raven. It's Raven. I fought her once. It cannot be mistaken. Wait, Raven fought the Valkyries? Huh? Seems like she clashed with the Valkyrie squad here, and she didn't treat them too kindly. Wait, I think I saw someone. That's... Sora? Are you okay? She looks weird. Let's go and check out. Be careful. Grey Serpent could be lurking somewhere. Anywhere. But after we got to the corner, the horrible view before our eyes was beyond words. Okay, Soda is standing here because Raven is still here, huh? Another Danganronpa-like shot. Another revenge. But why did only those two... Oh my god. They really have to make it very, very emotional, this shot. But like, why did only Raven and Jekyll had Rache next to them? That's what I'm questioning right now. Because Joyce had a whole poem. So I'm really wondering if those two might not even be the completely same. Maybe that's wrong. This is... In a deep shock, Soda was curled up near the wall and trembling all over. Raven really saved her with her life. Oh, that makes everything so much worse. Better, but also worse. In the direction she faced, we found Raven's cold body. The woman I talked to moments ago was now sitting against the wall, bathed in blood. All life was gone from her eyes. Raven is dead too. There was something written on the wall. On the wall Raven leaned against, we saw the scarlet word Rache, written in fresh blood. Not again! Revenge. Oh? It wasn't until then I noticed something else lying at her feet. Another body. Wait, what? So is it maybe really that this time also one Grey Serpent at least got killed? Just like with Joyce? Everyone else soon caught up to it. That's Grey Serpent. None of us could believe our own eyes. Grey Serpent was killed too. Raven and him did this to each other? I bent down to check Raven's body and found a fatal knife wound on her neck, cutting her artery wide open. And she's the only one that didn't die with a knife through the back. I then checked Grey Serpent and found a similar neck wound, but somehow there was another puncture wound on his back. Wait though. Okay, so I'm thinking there's someone else than Grey Serpent. And the someone else does the kill through the backstabbing basically. But what I'm thinking is very confusing right now is that both with Joyce and with Raven here, both Grey Serpents have the same wound than their victims. So that's confusing. But did someone else after Grey Serpent killed Raven kill him? Or killed one of them? And what is the background noise? Why? I fell into a long silence, one that was shared by everyone else. I looked to the only eyewitness. Joachim and Bronya had helped her up. She was in a trance and her face was devoid of any motion. Sora, can you hear me? Sora made no response, as if she was a soulless puppet. Raindrops kept hitting her eyes, but she didn't even blink. Yeah, I think we can't talk to her for a while. Also because that would give the whole mystery away, but it's understandable that she's traumatized. It is very much so. Wait. This is Irene or Rita. Huh. I slowly soaked my body in hot water. Ah, so refreshing. Then I heard the sound of a long exhalation coming from the transceiver. Tired already? This is not like you, Mr. Detective. The Mr. Detective I know always conducts himself with grace, no matter what difficulties he faces. I'm sorry, Miss Reader, but fiction and reality are actually two different things. Oh, right, because she read the books. Anyway, do we really have to talk through this thing? Several hours, I was just about to ask, several hours have passed since Raven's and Grey Serpent's bodies were found. After we managed to carry the two bodies back, everyone got drenched to the skin. Sora is still in a state of stupor. Dr. Einstein put her in a room to rest. It's late at night. We're all exhausted, anxious, and uncomfortably wet. Before planning the next move, what everyone needs is a hot bath. I'm still questioning the whole vanishing or appearing out of thin air thing. It's still on my mind and I can't figure it out and it's driving me nuts. But before that, I have something to do. I found Dr. Doyle, who is lost... Oh, wait, what? Oh, is this Fuga talking right now or someone else? I found Dr. Doyle, who is lost in thought, alone in the hall. Do you have a minute, Doctor? What can I do for you, Miss Adler? I like to talk to you in private, but not in here. I dangled a small, delicate device before his eyes. Dr. Tesla's transceiver. I see. As private as possible. Well then, talk to you later. I left a meaningful smile and turned to my room. She is so mysterious. She is the mystery in person, definitely. The bathtub is filled with hot water. I tried the temperature, slipped out of my bathrobe, and slowly sank into the bathtub. After transitory enjoyment of this small, warm paradise, I turned on my transceiver. I casually splashed water in the bathtub. The gentleman on the other end of the line didn't make me wait long. Are you taking a bath, Miss Adler? I answered his question with a steamy chuckle, and we started to talk in this unusual atmosphere. That sounds about right. Oh my god, she's so weird. I like her. I really like her character, though. All right, what do you want to talk, Miss Adler? I'd like to hear your opinion on this case. You must have discovered some clues. Talking about thoughts with others makes it easier to sort them out, isn't it? There was a short silence. Ah, he must be debating whether or not to lay the cards he holds on the table. I thought so, with a smirk. I personally wouldn't put all the cards on the table. Maybe some parts of my thoughts just to get another opinion, but not all of them. I'm not asking to hear your opinion for free, Mr. Detective. My conjectures may help you too. This is a fair exchange. All right then. Regarding this murder, my biggest question is the murderer really among us? Yes. Yes, thank you, that's my question. Is it really someone out from the group or not? The reason why you have this question is because of Grey Serpent, isn't it? Yes, according to Raven, Grey Serpent knew he was found out by Mr. Joyce that he had been involved in the human experiments conducted in St. Fountain before the cataclysm, so he killed him to seal his lips. Jekyll and Raven were also part of this, so Grey Serpent got rid of them too to spare himself any future troubles. Yeah, but that doesn't quite add up. The logic behind this assumption seems flawless in terms of why done it. But if you put more careful thoughts into it, you will find a paradox. Lay it on the table. Ooh! Why is she so good looking? They know exactly what they are doing. They are kind of saying, here, you got a dead body. And then here, you got a very nice not dead body. They really are playing with us. The word written with blood. Correct. Rache. Revenge. This word appeared at both of the crime scenes. If it wasn't a message left by the victims, then it must be written by the murderer out of some kind of rituality. The situations of the crime scenes obviously agree with the latter assumption. Yes, the murderer has been declaring his or her motive to all of us by leaving that scarlet word. Right, but it doesn't quite make sense if they also die, right? If Grey Serpent was the murderer, then Rache would make no sense. True. That also. I see you have completely crossed Grey Serpent off. Can't say that for sure now, but at least the two murderers defy the hypothesis of Grey Serpent being the murderer. Right? It's just weird. It was wrong. What's more, according to the scene of Grey Serpent and Raven's deaths, neither of them could have written that word on the wall, no matter who died first. Yeah. I think you're right. If there was no word written on the wall, I would have assumed that they both died after a fierce fight. It's obvious that the murderer never intended to hide. She left the word to flaunt the progress of her revenge. Leave aside the motive. There's something unusual about the wound on Grey Serpent's back. I've checked it. Something unusual? What is it? It's a fatal heart injury. There's no way he could lurk around for days and fight a former mercenary to death. I'm surprised that he could even move. Oh! I'm so stupid. Not someone killed him after they killed each other, but the wound was from the time that he died, supposedly, when he was with Welt. Wait, so that... Is he a zombie of some sort? Wait, that is even weirder. Huh? I'm surprised that he could even move. The degree of decomposition suggests that he's been dead for several days. Is he a zombie? What? A dead man had been walking around and committing murders. This just became a ghost story. I mean, there was something supernatural about it all along, but like, we're just making it very difficult for me to kind of guess. Trust me, Irene, I know corpses very well. And that's why I started to wonder if I should still treat this case as a normal serial murder. No, there's definitely more to it. If logic is no longer with us, I don't know how I should continue my deduction. I slightly adjusted my posture in the bathtub, and the water rippled. He certainly wouldn't believe what I just said. Yeah, true. But I believe, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. What if we look at it from a different angle? Revenge. Who would hate those victims this much? That's hard to think about, but like the children, right? It would be the children. Then we must look at the common experiences of the victims. A few hours ago, we just heard of a past that involves Jackal, Grey Serpent, and Raven. Human experiments on orphans, and the cause of the cataclysm. They were all guilty of these, directly or indirectly. Let's assume for a moment that there is someone who lost everything in the cataclysm, but somehow survived. Then this person, who knows everything about it, would be a victim of and a witness to the tragedy at the same time. Bronya, that child has a motive to seek revenge on them. Yes. Wait a second. I remember Jackal and Raven were invited by Mr. Joachim to help Bronya get her bequeathment. Oh no, but that makes kind of sense. But what if the legacy is just a bait from the very beginning? So Jackal coveted Mr. Joyce's research data, while Raven was trying to find cures for Sora. And what Grey Serpent wanted was Jackal's and Raven's lives. I see, it was a remarkably efficient bait. I paused for a moment and gave a sudden chuckle. Sounds logical, but you missed one thing, Mr. Detective. Joachim and Bronya both had perfect alibis. But that is even more suspicious. Perfect alibis are so suspicious, aren't they? So I'm not crossing Joachim off of my list so far. They were with us when the murders happened. Yes, how done it. This is what has been baffling me. My intuition tells me there's paranormal involvement in this case, which all my learning has been forcing my brain to ignore. Yeah, I also tried to ignore that, but that doesn't work anymore, so maybe it really is true with the that Joachim wasn't touchable anymore, you know, maybe he can turn invisible. Maybe something like that. I guess the legendary Holmes is just a fictional character after all. I see my deduction didn't score highly, Irene. I stood up from the water without making any remarks. The bubbles in my bathtub are running out. I have to go. But cheer up, Doctor. I think you are getting closer to the truth. She already knows everything. Could that be the case? Is she toying with us? I don't know. She definitely feels like she's toying with us. Thank you for nothing, Miss Irene Adler. Shall we look at the next fragment then? It will probably not confuse us anymore, right? Why would it?
早晨，乔弗利一觉醒来，发现自己变成了一只超级大甲虫。
Isn't that a famous book or short story or something?
镜子中的自己，蓝到发青的身体，坚硬的虫甲，
I think I
还
read
有
that
6条腿。
sometime.
乔弗利，赶快穿好衣服来吃饭。他听见有人在喊他，不是布罗尼亚姐姐的声音，不是希尔姐姐的声音，是医生在叫他。乔弗利这才想起，昨天自己吃了晚饭后被带去了观察室里，没有回到孤儿院。
Oh.
他拖着6条腿，笨拙地往楼下跑，因为把握不了平衡，咕噜噜地从楼梯上滚了下来。
Wait, do they mean this literally? I'm really questioning my own sanity right now.
乔弗利走进餐厅，有好多医生走来走去，但谁都没看他一眼。早饭有香肠和橙汁，香肠煎得脆脆的，里面还有芝士，但乔弗利觉得吃起来有药的味道。是因为我变成了甲虫吗？乔弗利停下了手，看着香肠。乔弗利有点想念布拉尼亚姐姐做的牛肉饼。 牛肉饼用姐姐自己种的迷迭香调了味。牛肉饼没有药的味道，乔弗利舔了舔嘴唇。医生们在他周围走来走去。乔弗利举起了手：“医生，医生，你们看，我变成虫子了。”有一个医生走了过来，是那个长长的黑色头发的医生。
That's Jackal, right? I just try to keep up here.
虫子会喜欢吃香肠吗？医生问他。 早饭结束后，老师来接乔弗利。在车上，乔弗利又问了老师：“你有没有觉得我和虫子很像？”说什么呢，傻孩子！老师头也不回地说。乔弗利看着车窗上映出的自己，还是一只虫子，怎么就没人看出来呢？虫子可以当医生吗？乔弗利犹豫了一下，又问道
He wanted to become a doctor? Even in this universe, Joffrey is just adorable. Even though he's still sus. But like I'm completely confused.
老师
so
透过
far.
后视镜看了看他，说：“你做噩梦了吗，乔弗利？或许我们该调整下药剂量。至于虫子，我们可以回去后再讨论这个问题。”乔弗利蹑手蹑脚地从后门溜了进去。他用6条腿上了楼，上楼比下楼容易多了。他举起其中的1条腿，敲了敲希尔的房门：“是我，乔弗利。”
He knocked on the door of Zele's room with one of his 6 legs. Zele, it's me, Joffrey.
门开了一条缝，希尔探出头来，一看到他，希尔的眼泪就涌了出来。乔弗利，他们把你怎么了？你怎么变成了这样？
I'm so confused. I wish I would have listened more to German lectures when we read the book or whatever it was, the story. I don't know, because I'm sure there was something that it means, but I forgot about it. So what does it mean here? Does he just feel weird? maybe look tired or disoriented, and that's what she's asking? Or
希儿姐姐能看见它变成虫子了，乔弗利的心里既高兴又难过。我该怎么办？我变成了甲虫，但没有人发现。会不会我一直都是虫子，但一直没有人发现？
no，
也没有人在乎我是虫还是人。我会在乎，乔弗利，布罗尼亚姐姐也会。我们会在乎的，你很重要。希儿姐姐说。那我还能变回去吗？我会想办法的，好吗？相信我，小乔。希儿姐姐的眼泪不停地流下来，弄湿了乔弗利的胸口。乔弗利有点难过。希儿姐姐踮起脚，使劲揉了揉他的大脑袋。姐姐来想办法，你一定有办法变回去的。但乔弗利发现自己变成虫子后，长得比希儿姐姐还高了。他的愿望就是快快长高，早点保护希儿姐姐。如果是这样的话，变成一只甲虫或许也没什么不好。虽然他还是不想变成虫子。不如再睡一觉好了。乔弗利乖巧地点点头，回到自己的房间。乔弗利一觉醒来，发现自己已经不是虫子了。他高兴地爬下床，穿好希儿姐姐给他缝补的小衬衫，套上心爱的灰色裤子。没错，我是乔弗利，我是人，不是虫子。他打开房门，看到了门口黑色长头发的医生阿姨，还有老师。他们看着他，捂住了嘴。乔弗利不明白他们为什么这么惊讶。他向前跑去，越跑越快。他不知道自己为什么能跑那么快，就像自己有6条腿一样。
guys, please tell me that you were that confused listening and reading this for the first time, because I don't think I was ever this confused. The only thing I can think of is that it has nothing to do with the beetle, but like the experiment kind of changed him, but maybe not necessarily his appearance, but he felt like he changed so much that he imagined it, and Zele could feel that he had changed. And the next day, the whatever they did to him wore off, or he could control it, or something like that. That's the only thing that I could think of that would make sense in the story right now. Or maybe this is all completely rhetorical and it has a completely different meaning.
他只想快点见到希儿姐姐，告诉她，乔弗利的甲虫日子结束了。
Thank you. That was not confusing at all. No, it completely simple. Whatever just happened? Do you think you're now ready to tell me, Dr. Einstein? Oh, right! What is this? I still hope it's Omega-2 that Mr. Joyce had been tracing these years. I leaned forward while a blue-haired lady on the other side of the table is impassively staring at me in the eye. Please tell me. Moments later, she let out a deep sigh, as if she just decided to give up something important. You won, Doctor. What I'm about to tell you is the biggest secret of Lab 42 of Schicksal Imperial Institute. I trust you, but please don't put me in certain circumstances that require me to take drastic measures. I'm confident about my ability to keep secrets. You don't have to worry about that. To be honest, I'm surprised and flattered that you agreed to reveal the secret to me without much hesitation. I am just happy. So many people have died. I had no other choice. And I'd like to know what secrets are hidden beneath this incident too. In that case, I'm all ears. Do you know that Welt used to be an assistant at Lab 42? Wait, really? Oh, of course, everyone knows. Yeah, everyone. But what do you know about his past before he joined Lab 42? Now that you mentioned it, I just realized that there is no intel about Welt Joyce's past. True, I didn't even think about that, I think. It's because of the Institute's strict intel control measures. Welt used to be the Institute's top secret sample before he was transferred to Lab 42. What? Sample? Yes, sample for an experiment. Codename, hopefully, Omega 1. Wait, was Joffrey 2 then? Oh no. You don't need to know his real identity. I can't reveal it anyway. But I can tell you the Omega 2 Welt had been tracing were the only 2 copies of Omega 1 that the Institute had successfully made back when Welt served as the sample. The only 2 copies. Wait a second. Does that mean Joffrey? You're indeed incisive, Doctor. Yes, the boy whom you just met is one of the 2 copies. So there is one more copy. Would have thought this is what direct descendant really means. But unfortunately, those 2 boys did not get Welt's powers. Powers? Don't mind that. Okay, so they don't have Herrscher power. Got it. In short, as they failed to meet expectations, the Institute decided to dispose of them. Upon learning of this, Welt intervened with the influence of Lab 42 and managed to protect one of them at last. But the other one went missing ever since. So is it the other one then that we are searching here? I see. So Mr. Joyce acquired the intel that this missing one was last seen in St. Fountain. Unfortunately, when he acquired the intel, the cataclysm already struck. So he led Lab 42 to St. Fountain, not just to fight against the disaster, but also to investigate the whereabouts of them. Correct. Our informant in the Institute told us the cause of the cataclysm had something to do with a certain experiment. Yeah. But we couldn't find any records of the participants and details of the experiment. So that's why the Institute hired outsiders to conduct the experiment. What did you say? Einstein didn't even know. Do we know more than her right now? There was a timely knock on the door. It's open, but can you please not come in? I'm in a very, very important talk right now. I ended this conversation before Dr. Einstein could ask any more questions. Okay, but maybe we could have gotten more answers, you know. Oops, am I interrupting you two? What's wrong, Irene? I just came to inform you that Sora just woke up. Oh, that's important. Sora! Sora, are you okay? Why are we playing her all of a sudden? What? She is not one of the 2, right? Because, I mean, she is obviously not looking like Welt, so... When I saw Sora, Joffrey was sitting by her bed. He cares for her, huh? Still sus? To my surprise, it was his stepsister Bronia who was with him, rather than Dr. Tesla. Good morning, sir. True, I mean, they know each other. I mean, they should know each other. Maybe. Unless this is the other one. Wait, no, this is confusing. Maybe the other one was experimented on with Bronia, and this one was found by Welt. Maybe. Maybe not. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Bronia. Where's Dr. Tesla? She is still studying the data about the Phantom, but Joey wants to check in on Sora. Bronia, there's something I'd like to talk about with the doctor. Can you take Joffrey somewhere else for a minute? Sure. Come on, Joey. Joffrey took Bronia's hand, and they went out together. Seeing this made me begin to doubt my assumption. No, you shouldn't doubt anything so far. And actually, I'm doubting everything right now, so I'm the wrong person to say that. From what I saw, they were as close as siblings with blood ties. Can't imagine she came to fight for the inheritance. Joachim told me Bronia cared deeply about a little girl in the orphanage, but she didn't make it in the disaster. Seele! Joey's true identity cannot be known, and he's been really weak that walking was impossible for him until recently. Oh! It's the first time Bronia has seen him in 5 years. Maybe she was reminded of some fond memories. Okay, so it is them. Question mark? Sora, how do you feel? Sir, I'm much better now. Sora's eyes were dull, her voice weak, and her face washed by tears. Apparently, she had learned Raven's death. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? She nodded softly, and I pulled a chair close to her bed to sit down. Could you tell me what happened last night? From the blackout until now. Alright, but I can't remember some of it. And I had this weird dream. Weird dream? It's okay, just tell me what you still remember. Last night, after the blackout, I felt someone grab me from behind. I screamed and tried to break free, but then something hit me in the head and I passed out. And then? I don't know how long had passed, but I was somewhere else when I woke up. A small alley, I think. My hands and feet were all tied up. I tried to scream for help, but my mouth was stuffed with rag. I struggled to get up and look around, and then I saw him. He was in a black coat and his face was behind a mask. Just stood there in the rain, and he didn't say anything. I wanted to ask him who he was, why he took me, but my head was swimming and I couldn't see clearly. And Sora was frowning and wrestling with her memory. I waited quietly for her to continue. And then he took out a knife and began to wipe it. 1 swipe, 2, 3. My mind wanted to escape, but my head was so dizzy, and all I could think of was sleep. Dizzy? Grey Serpent drugged her? No, I ran a brief test on her last night, and no residuals of anesthetic chemicals was found. So maybe something supernatural. After a while, this man finished wiping the knife and turned to me. I was scared to death, but I couldn't even scream loud. He walked up to me and lifted his knife. I held my breath for what came next. And just then, Sensei, she showed up. Oh, so she made it just in time. Sora nodded and then looked away, keeping her tearful face from us. Sensei, she saved me. She fought the masked man hard. I never saw her so angry. Then what? What did you see after? The masked man was losing, and Sensei knocked him down. Sora's recall had matched my assumptions so far, but it was her next words that really mattered. Who killed your sensei and wrote the word in blood? That is definitely the most important thing. I didn't see. I fell asleep. Yeah, it's definitely someone supernatural that doesn't want anyone to know. Makes sense. Asleep. Just like he did, actually. He fell asleep just like that. Ha! But who and why? Is it Seele? After Sensei beat down the bad guy, she walked to me. Once I knew we were safe, I couldn't hold back the sleepiness any longer. My eyelids became heavier and heavier. When did you wake up? Just right now, in this room. Ronya was taking care of me. She told me, Sensei, I can't remember anything before. Nothing at all? No, but I had a weird dream when I was asleep. Dream? What kind of dream? Yes, was it the same with Seele? In the dream I became someone else. A girl dressed in blue. This is uncanny. Right. Right when we found Jackal's body, I seem to have seen a girl in blue too. Yes. The girl seemed very sad and I started to feel sad too. The girl. Did she do anything to you? No, in the dream I was her. I saw a man holding my hand in the pouring rain, but I couldn't see his face clearly. He kept saying something, but I couldn't understand. It's just a bad dream. Right, Doctor? The moment I wanted to comfort her, I was struck by a violent dizziness. This was not the first time. Seele, what do you want to tell us? Please help me. Help me out here. When I opened my eyes again, Sora, Irene, and Dr. Einstein were all gone. All I could see was an azure shadow. Find me. Stop it. The girl in blue whispered so, and then I became her. Oh! Wait, there's Grey Serpent, Jackal, Raven, and Joachim. Oh no! Do we want to chat? With who do I want to chat first? Okay, you know what? Let's start with them. Jackal, what did you do to Joffrey? Easy now, Joachim. Joffrey's modification and debugging are almost done. Testing is in order now. But he is just a kid. Keep your researchers cool. He's just a test subject, a means to achieve the end. Jackal, and Joachim? Jackal looks pretty much the same, but Joachim seems a lot younger. Why does Jackal looks pretty much the same? Okay, now I'm questioning Jackal, like in every story. They seem to be fighting over Joffrey. Joffrey? Why would this name come up here? I mean, because he was there too, right? Wait, that's everything you guys have to... Okay, you don't have to look down on me that much, okay? I get that you're tall, but like... What's with that attitude? We gotta have a little fun, you know? You leaving? Of course. I've done my part and got paid. No reason for me to linger. Stay and witness history. History? What does that have to do with me? Still the Raven I know. That's all? Oh. Wait. More. Give us more, Zele. You are helping us. Where, maybe? Joey, are you alright? They say I'm sick and it's bad. Is it true, Mr. Joachim? You're not sick. Trust me. Everything will be fine. Sick? What happened to him? Zele, help us more, please. Bronya! Hey! Shh. I think Joey is not getting treatment. We can't trust anyone from the church. Not even Mr. Joachim. Don't worry. I'll keep you both safe. So why is Bronya with Joachim at the moment? Oh! Hello? Another Zele? Oh wait, what's this in the... Is this the Phantom? This one here in the tank? I was there once again, only this time it became much more realistic. I opened my palms and found two small, soft hands, which clearly belonged to the unnamed girl. I had no doubt what I just saw was something about the test that took place 5 years ago. But why? Why would this strange memory come to me? Whose memory is this? If it's the girl who is sharing it with me, then what purpose is it for? With a million questions, I slowly walked to the azure shadow in the darkness. The rose is red, the violet is blue. Mary is sweet, and so are you. The rose is red, and Mary is blue. We were deceived, and so are you. We, as in we the kids, right? She never turned around to face me, only singing this familiar nursery rhyme again and again in a weeping voice. I picked up my pace, trying to catch up, but the harder I tried, the further she got away. And all of a sudden, I was cast out from this dream world. Weird. Let's look at some more notes. Maybe I can make some guesses after that. The pivot nodes of the security system were probably sabotaged by advanced firearms. I believe Grey Serpent doesn't share the same purpose with Jackal. He's after Mr. Joyce's life from the very beginning. Okay, Valkyrie Squad went missing in the hunt for the Phantom. Members seem to have lost their consciousnesses. It's definitely the Phantom then. But the thing is that she said she knows a few tricks to control the mind. That is just... Who is she is my question. We found Raven's body and the writing of Rache on the wall against her back. Grey Serpent's body was found right next to Raven. They killed each other? I had the pleasure to listen to Miss Adler's case analysis. I never felt more calm in my life. Dr. Tesla promised to tell me about Omega 2 and what Mr. Joyce had been after. Grey Serpent, Jackal and Raven all have some kind of connection with St. Fountain 5 years ago. 2 clones cultured by Schicksal back when Joyce was still test subject. Omega one. Guys, I swear, if it's not Omega, I am so terribly sorry, okay? Appears that they failed to inherit Mr. Joyce's powers. Grey Serpent's back wound told me he had been dead for days, but weirdly his body smelled of something familiar. Something familiar as in something nice? So Joachim is still very sus, isn't he? When kidnapped, Soda had a dream about a girl in blue. Well, thank you. I still have no real clue other than I think Joachim plays definitely a huge role, obviously. But still, I think Zele wants to help us. And I think Joffrey or the second clone or the second experiment is what we are searching here. Maybe. Or they are helping us. From now it could go either way. Anyway, guys, we will finish this one next time. So I hope you also join me then. Bye!